I just love the sound of these birds that I hear. This is a new type of bird. I want you to see this glorious sunrise. Hi friends, Living Fit with Laura on this absolutely stunning day. It's cold, it's sunny, I'm out here. Remember that we dress for the weather. There's no such thing as bad weather, only inappropriate clothing. So I'm wearing layers. I've got my long sleeves, I've got my down vest, I've got warm shoes. So we want to keep our feet, our hands, and our head warm, our ears warm. I'll show you what I'm wearing. Got my waterproof, warm hiking boots on. Each day is a brand new day. Let's not carry around all the garbage from yesterday. Each day is a blank slate. Each day is an opportunity for us to be joyous. I say this because it is so normal to drag around all that junk, all the hurts from the past. I do it myself, and then I catch myself. We catch ourselves when we do that. We catch ourselves because we notice that we want to get rid of all that garbage. We catch ourselves when we find ourselves having the old unhealthy thought habits. We just simply decide to not do that. We don't make it complicated. We get our exercise. This is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad. I want you to see a beautiful, beautiful sunrise here. Look at this gorgeous day. This is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in the day. Here's Mount Hood. Let's get rid of all the skeletons in our closets today. Let's get out and get our exercise. For my friends with mobility issues, we do what we can. Let's push our wheelchair by a window. Let's turn off our electronic devices. Let's decide to have technology work for us and not against us. By against us, I'm talking about technology does not substitute for real relationships. Get out of the sun here. Technology is to help us, not hurt us. So technology does not substitute for real relationships. We still call people, we still visit people. Those are the real relationships that I'm talking about. Of course, it's convenient to have texting and social media, but let's be careful about the pitfalls of the sinkholes of social media. They do not substitute for real relationships. There are also known fact in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, there is now social media depression and social media envy. Those are diagnosed mental disorders. So let's be careful about comparing. Let's be careful about comparing our lives to what we see on the outside from other people's lives. What people post on Instagram or Facebook is only the outside. We do not know their inside. So I've spoken about the glitter complex. I want to just review the glitter complex with you. When I talk about the glitter complex, what is glitter? It's beautiful, it's shiny, but it's flaky. When we blow on it, it all goes away. If we focus on the outside, what people look like, where they eat in restaurants, where they go on their vacations, the clothes they wear, it is easy to feel a twang of envy or jealousy if we do not have the money or the means to afford that. But let's consider that joy and richness is really only on the inside. It truly is on the inside. So I would like us to shine from the inside out. As a personal trainer, of course I teach physical fitness, But I talk much more about spiritual fitness, to get out of the sun here, spiritual fitness and mental fitness, because our mental attitude and what we worship or who we worship directly feeds into our level of physical fitness or lack of physical fitness. Let's take an inventory today about who and what we worship. Do we worship other people on Instagram? Do we worship what we see on Instagram or Facebook? Do we worship how people look on the outside? Get out of the sun here. Do we worship money? Do we worship position and status? Let's be real careful to not worship the outside. And get out of the sun here. We do not worship things on the outside. We are rich on the inside because of our attitude and our focus. We can be wealthy, truly wealthy, without all this stuff. Let's live well with me today. Let's realize that money does not buy happiness. Just listen to what goes on in Hollywood. Let's consider that there's not a new and different way to live, but a very profoundly ignored, not so new way to live. Christ Jesus came into the world to save us from ourselves. 2022 years ago, he talked about a peaceful way to live. I'd like you to consider what Jesus talks about is not a new way to live. It is a way that we need to live to have profound joy and peace. There's nothing new under the sun. Envy, jealousy, hurt, anger, resentment, that's nothing new. However, Christ Jesus talks about forgiveness. He talks about getting over ourselves. He talks about not worshiping ourselves. He talks about not worshiping money. He talks about forgiveness. Not only does he talk about forgiving our enemies, but he talks about loving our enemies. Christ Jesus got it right 2022 years ago. There's nothing new under the sun, my friends. So let's consider him today. I want all of us to have a wonderful day. I want all of us to continue moving forward to those things that lie ahead, putting behind us those things that lie behind. Let's all have a wonderful day. It's getting very sunny. I'm going to have my exercise. I'm going to have a wonderful day because I've decided to. I'm going to have a wonderful day because I have decided to forgive. I've decided to put yesterday behind me and get all the more sane, more stable, and more strong from my poor choices and from my flaws. Let's all have a wonderful day, living fit with Laura, to get and stay sane, stable, serene, and strong. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.